What's up, guys? Marlon back at it again with another true debate with the one and only, one of the greatest journalists of all time, Hip to the Hop to the Hop. Welcome to another one. Hip Hop, let them know what's up, man. We about to dive right off into this one, man.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's the one and only Hiphopgamer, Hot 97, Def Jam Records, NBA 2K League, Logitech G. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to my boy Marlon. It's a lot to talk about. I'm here, son. I'm with it all. Let's get it.
All right. We in this piece, man. We in this piece. All right, so first thing, man, I just want you to clarify some things, because when it comes to the price of the PS5, I saw you made a video and you said something about you were the original source of that, and before they start crediting Jeff Keighley with that and everything like that. So could you elaborate a little bit more on that price situation, because I know it's kind of like all over the place a little bit as far as, like, you know, who said what and whatever. So what could you tell us about, like, that price point is, like, because I know Michael Pachter said that we can expect it to be at like 400, or it could be at the highest 500. So what could you tell us about that?
Yeah, so first off, in terms of the article, I published mine on May 5th, and Jeff Keighley published his May 7th. I had the story first. It all came from me, everything. So that's the first thing. I'm the source of it all. That's one. Secondly, when I spoke to Michael Pachter, he was saying how, you know, Sony is going for something that's very different and very ambitious, and obviously that's proven because of the design and the architecture and the way they went about achieving what they're achieving right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a system made from developers for developers. That's how they saying it. So it's like, this is definitely something new, and all the rules have been broken. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything that you thought of, or the way you used to think about game development period, or whatever people grasped onto, forget that you learned that. Like, the way you used to think about everything is different now. So that's what makes this so ambitious. The reason why Michael Pachter said what he said in terms of price is because this time around, Microsoft, one of their issues was that there was $100 more. Aside from mixed messaging and things of that nature, you know, it was $100 more. And Sony learned their lesson from the PS3 era, you know, pricing themselves out the game, but eventually over time, you know, getting the victory at the end of the day when the prices changed. So the thing is, now what they're trying to do, what I believe is the sweet spot that we actually going to see, I think is going to be 450. Just me personally thinking, just seeing how everything is going. But Microsoft is definitely not about to get beat on price. Microsoft is willing to do whatever it takes. So if Microsoft go at $399, they'll do it. They don't care. From what I'm hearing at this point, they don't care. If Microsoft gotta be $399, they will be $399. But they're not about to let Sony have the upper hand in price.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I definitely agree with you on that. Honestly, I think Microsoft, they can make up for it with Game Pass, and they can make up for it with Xbox Live, so they don't really mind taking a hit. Whereas Sony, they're a little bit much more timid on that, where they're just like, you know what, we want to make much more of a profit, because I feel like Microsoft has a much more better online kind of cash cow experience than Sony, just my opinion. Because I know PlayStation Plus is cool and everything, but I think, you know, their business model when it comes to Microsoft is just a little bit much more flexible, like where they can get a return on investment. So they're more likely to just say, hey, you know what, we'll take a hit on the price more than the actual competition. And I think that's why they're doing the whole Xbox All Access thing, where you can sign up for 2 years like a cell phone, and then you can kind of go from there, you know. So I think that's why that's like that. But I think $400 would be good. I think it would be a steal. But on the other hand, I'm thinking, yeah, I think it's probably going to be like 450 to like 500, like 500 being the highest, and then probably like 450 being like the lowest. Just because I know I read something, I think this was off of what was that website called? I forgot the website right now, where they said that Sony execs, they don't really want to take a L right now. They just want to make a profit. And so to make some type of profit, I think that's where that $50 cushion would kind of like play, you know, a little bit of role into them making something instead of just taking a huge $100 loss off of everything. Like, what do you think about that?
So, well, first off, there's a lot of this stuff don't even make any sense. What you're saying right now, I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that is when it comes to the online experience, PlayStation has 107 million users. They got more users than the Xbox Live, so that doesn't make any sense. That's a lie. So I had to stop you right there.
So you're saying that Sony have more users,
like over $20 billion, like you know what I'm saying, just from their gaming division alone, which is way more money than Microsoft make for their division. So the third thing is people got to stop looking at Microsoft as a whole and looking at the Xbox division for what it is. There's a difference. Microsoft can have all the money in the world, but it doesn't mean that their money is allocated to the Xbox division. So I'll give you an example of what I mean when we talking business. So if let's say I have a company, right, and I got $1 million, and I say, Marlon, I'm gonna give you $60,000 to start your channel, start a website. This is what you got to work with. Figure it out, make it work so you can get it off the ground. So yeah, the company got $1 million or millions of dollars, but you are only allocated 60,000 of that money.
Yeah.
For your budget.
Yeah.
So when people talk about, well, Microsoft got more money than Sony, not necessarily when it comes to the particular division and the budget that they're allocating to such. Because remember, Xbox was almost gone. Like Xbox One almost didn't happen in 2013 because they was going to get rid of the entire Xbox division. They had to fight to keep it. Xbox only represents like 13% of the entire company.
Ah, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things that people aren't saying. So I'm like, what are you talking about? And then on top of that, when it comes to PlayStation Now actually makes more money than Game Pass and stuff like that. So it's like, what I don't get what people is talking about. Like, stop, like, people talk too much based off what they hear instead of doing their own research and actually knowing. There's a difference.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, honestly, because I was looking at some numbers, and I think they said it was like 41 million subscribers, I think, for the last fiscal year. So, and that's incredible. You know, that's just off of PlayStation Plus alone. So yeah, you know, so they already doing great things with that. But my whole thing is this, like, based off of, because what I'm hearing now is that Microsoft is waiting on Sony, and then before it was Sony waiting on Microsoft. So it's like, wait, what? Like yeah.
Oh, so in terms of that, like the debating and stuff like that, put it like this. I think honestly, I think Sony might announce their price first, but Microsoft, from what I hear internally, is that they're willing to like for real. Like, even if at this point it seems like Microsoft would change their price if Sony came in lower. Like what I love about what Microsoft is doing, is that they really are trying to compete and get it back to that Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis era of just fun competition. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about what Microsoft is doing to remain, competitive. And that's why they went out and got what they got. All the studios, hiring all these types of people that used to work for Sony or whatever. Like, they just doing their best to compete because they love gaming too. And I love to see it. Like, I can't wait to see it. So a lot of things remain to be seen. But as of what we know now, Sony, they're in the driver's seat still. And they have been ever since they came in the game in '94. Like, once PlayStation beat Sega Saturn, and Nintendo 64, that was it. Like, they never looked back. Like, even at their worst, they still was the best. That's what's scary. So
Yeah, most definitely. We do real quick. We got a new sponsor, Sylvia. Thank you so much for becoming a sponsor. I think Sylvia, I have a question. Silva, I have a question. Says, what game is Sony revealing today? I heard some news. Do you know anything about any game being revealed? I know Keely is kind of a little hush hush. You don't want to talk too much, but you heard of anything hip hop happening?
As for today,
yeah,
no, but I do have something incredible. Like I do have like an incredible scoop. When I tell you an incredible scoop,
I was gonna for last.
Yo, listen, I was gonna do this particular live stream.
Yeah.
I was gonna do this particular live stream in the morning of the Unreal Engine reveal, but I was like, nah, because this needs its own attention. So it's like I'm waiting. Now I had to get some clarification.
Yeah.
I got the clarification that I needed, and I trust the source enough to you know, bring this out. So I'm telling you right now that there's some, if Sony really is doing this, which I believe they are, that's why I'm going to put the video out. Then yo,
exclusive world premiere.
It's about to be real crazy. Put like this, pay attention to those quotes that a lot of developers has been making in terms of visual benchmarks for the next generation. Pay attention to all of it, because it's about to be real. If I'm gonna release it soon. Like I'm gonna like next week type soon. I just gotta make sure that the timing is right. You know what I'm saying? But definitely gonna release it. It's gonna be dope.
Wow.
And here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say too. When I release the information, I'm gonna tell y'all to go to a site, and then when you go to a site, y'all will be like, "Wait, what?" And then that's when more questions is gonna pop up. And then after that,
what? So wait, so just so they understand. So you're saying you're gonna upload a video on your channel talking about whatever this thing is, and then on your video you're gonna tell them to go to a site.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to type in something. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is about to get real. It's about to get real, man. You know,
very excited about this.
Really? Oh man.
I'm very excited about this.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. This sounds very exciting.
It's something that's long overdue. I'll just say that it's long overdue.
Long overdue. I think I know what I think I know what it is.
Something that's long overdue, and that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's it. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. That's it.
Oh my God, you gonna leave us.
And when I put this out, I'm gonna add every single website so nobody overlooks me again when it comes to the source.
Ooh. So wait. Is this gonna be some type of like what you did in the early part of the year? You just gonna give us a New Year like gift like that, like what you did at the early part of the year? Like you just gonna blow us away? Because you know everybody was talking about you.
I think this has the potential, if everybody covers it and talks about it, it has the potential to have that impact. Yeah.
Wow.
It has the potential to have that impact if everybody covers it. Like
Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God.
You know, so.
Dang. Okay.
And like I said, like put like this. This is one of the ones where, let's say something goes wrong in my source. Like I said, I 100% trust my source, but let's say something happens where the source didn't get it right or whatever. This is something that I believe Sony will come out and correct immediately if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
What?
But put it like this, I haven't been corrected by anybody yet, right? All right then.
Yeah. I mean, facts. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, yeah, most definitely. And okay. There's another thing I wanted to say about the price, and then I'm gonna kind of pick your brain on something. Now, let's say, because I know Pactor kind of knows something that
he knows a lot.
Share, yeah.
He knows a lot.
He knows a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I think he knows what the price is. But he just said, you know, I think it's going to be 400 just so he can get everybody talking about him and talking about everything. But Do you think, okay, all right, $400. Do you think that it's possible that we can get a bundle? And also, I want you to clear up some things, like something about a premium edition of the PS5. So a premium and a basic edition. That was the latest rumor, with like a 1.6 TB and the 825 GB, the standard one. So supposedly it's going to be two different models.
Okay.
Yeah, and do you think that there's going to be any bundle for that 400 price point?
So a bundle at $400.
Yeah, like with Godfall or something.
Honestly, I doubt it. I think that when it comes to bundles, it's going to be more on services. And this is where Xbox, I think, has the edge, because Xbox with Game Pass, imagine getting like 6 months of Game Pass and you don't even gotta buy the system, you can just finance it. Like, you know, like the barrier of entry on the Xbox side of things is incredible. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
if for those that didn't watch the full interview that I did with Michael Pachter broke down how companies make money with Game Pass. So Game Pass is very smart.
Yeah,
it is a very smart platform in terms of the money that you make, because it's not about sales, it's about play per hour. Companies get paid per hour. It's a different business model, and that's like what I just said. That's another thing that I don't know why these websites ain't cover. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. Like, nobody knows that. Nobody knows how Xbox Game Pass is play per hour. When Gears of War came out, they didn't talk about sales. They talked about you got 3 million people playing the game.
Yeah.
They didn't say sales. They said we got 3 million people playing the game. And then they come out with an infographic letting you know that there's billions of hours logged. They get paid per hour, bro. It's a whole different business model. That's why Game Pass is able to thrive the way it's thriving. And they don't mind you. They don't mind you giving them $1, because the $, I just want you to play the game. Because playing the game is where I really make the money, not the $. I'm telling you, man, like, people ain't even talking about that. That's why when people be saying stuff, I'll be like, yo, y'all just catching up, or y'all heard somebody else say something based off my article or my information, and y'all think y'all got something, or y'all broke something. No, y'all didn't. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Like, I'm the source of a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know why people be bugging. Like, so, but yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. But anyway, to the point with the bundle question, yeah, I think Xbox is in a better position for that. But here's what I would say with Sony. There's a reason why PS Now was confirmed for PlayStation 5. Now, you got to ask yourself, why would you have to confirm that? Like, that should just be, like, normal. Like, you know what I'm saying? PS Now, like, that should be carried across everything. But there's a reason why he said PS Now confirmed. And the reason why is because there's going to be there's new things that has happened on the back end of PS Now, technology-wise, that when you see it again in this new form, you're going to be like, oh. So just stay tuned for that, too.
Whoa.
Stay tuned for that, too.
For PS Now?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
Wait, listen. One thing I will tell you, and I learned this like a while back, and shout out to my man Jack Tritton as well, because I did an interview with him like last year, and he was giving me some insight, you know, once he left, you know, Sony as well. Like, Sony, and Michael Pachter said this too on my interview. Sony, like, Michael Pachter said that Jim Ryan is a tough competitor, and he's a smarter leader. It's like over Andrew House, over King Kutaragi, over all of them.
Wow.
So Jim, this is another thing that's in my article that nobody. I'm like, yo, y'all bugging. So the thing, what I'm trying to say is, Sony under Jim Ryan is actually a more dangerous company competitively.
Wow.
So this is going to be a different battle. Like, I mean, I can't wait, man. It feels like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis all over again. Yeah. But it's deeper because now the competitive nature is like, all right, every move is strategic. Like, every move is very calculated. Even during the pandemic, they still competing. So I'm just telling you right now, it's gonna be very exciting to see, yo.
Man, bro, this is crazy, guys. If you have any questions for hip hop, just let us know. What's up, Ryan? I see you, bro. Yeah, just let us know, man, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, and I'll ask them, because I think the last time when hip hop was on, you guys had a lot of questions and stuff like that that was unheard. So don't worry, we'll try to fit everything.
Shout out to the chat too. Much love to the
Yeah, they say what's up to you
shout
and
out to the
everything.
chat. Always yeah, much love, everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know I go down when I'm on. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the fishy authenticity. Okay?
Real talk. Forget the haters, man.
Always. Word up.
Ryan said, tell hip hop to get back on RGT. You know Big Cloud, right, Ryan?
Big Cloud. Yeah. Yo, like when, like man, I'll be honored to get back on, talk with you, my man Blaze and stuff like that. Like, you know, let's get it, man. Everybody's gonna want me on a show after I drop this other news. And then what's so funny is like the David Jaffe interview that's about to drop. That's a whole nother story.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's a whole nother story. That's probably dropping tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, he said next week.
And then he said next week. Yo, let's do it next week, man. Like hit me up. My email is hiphopgamer@hiphopgamer.net. If you don't got it, hit me up and set it up. And then what's so crazy is I got another major interview happening with one of the games that y'all saw during Inside Xbox, and I got to you wait till that drop. Like yo.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's all. I told you, man. Like yo, this is a console launch year. I'm going in. Like y'all don't even understand right now. Like y'all pay attention to what I'm doing. Like for real, cause nobody, like, one thing that you'll learn about me and everybody in the chat, I only compete with myself. I'm just doing my best to make sure I'm better every day, to make sure I give, like, the culture, before we even talk industry, that I give the culture something to talk about and get excited about, so we all could, look, man, I'm a big kid, bro. Like, I love games. I know y'all love them. And I just want to talk. I just want to give y'all something interesting and, you know, something to debate about and come together and have the conversations. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So I'm not trying to compete with people. I'm just competing with myself to get better. But the results of it all is I want to be the best. I want to be the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
I'm for real with it. I want to be the best game journalist ever. And I feel like in my situation and things that I've accomplished, even though a lot of it goes under the radar, if you want to, like, it don't matter who it is, I can stand up against anyone at this point.
Facts.
So
Facts.
That's
now, here's something that I want to ask you before we get back on that topic. Also, you know that video that was popping up, the DualSense video? That mug is fake. Well, speak on that. What's up with that, man? That looks crazy. That looks crazy.
That looks crazy. So right there for me, my girl, she no wait, who showed it to me first? So I think she showed it to me first. Anyway, when I saw it, I was like, yo, if the controller was like that, that'd be crazy. But here's the thing that's funny: we still never seen the controller in action. Like, you know what I mean? We still haven't seen the controller in action. I'll tell you this. Like, Sony as well as Microsoft, everybody pays attention to what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's paying attention to what's going on. Yeah. And I will not be surprised if, like, Nyko or Hyperkin or some third-party company, like, did a controller like that. Like, I would not be surprised to see that, like, really made as a third-party accessory for, you know, you got Stuff Gaming out there, you know, you got Astro, which is, you know, my partners right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like, I would not be surprised, especially after seeing that. People, you see, that's what people gotta understand. Like, people would buy something just because it looked cool.
Yeah.
Like just because it look cool, they'll buy it. Just to say they got it. Yeah. They did it with the Kinect. When the Kinect first came out during the 360 era, people they had it on Oprah, bro. Like people got it just to say they had it, not even if they never used it. So yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that joint looks sick, bro. Man. Yeah, that battery would be like 5-10 minutes though. That battery would be like 5-10 minutes though. Oh yeah, I know. Right? You gotta keep that joint charged, man. You gotta keep that joint charged, man. Word. But yeah, I think so. So you're saying for $400, no bundle, right? For $400, no Godfall bundle, no NAC 3, none of that. You're just saying you're just getting the raw system for $400, right?
Yeah, that's what I would expect. Like the raw system for $400. The bundles of course more, but with $400, I think they'll throw in some like free trial this, free trial that, or whatever. So that would be considered your bundle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I think that's how it is. But I think Xbox would go further. I think Xbox would be like would throw in a Halo. Because Halo will be a day one Game Pass joint. You understand what I'm saying? Facts. So, so I think that from a presentation standpoint, in terms of bundles and sales, Xbox is in a position to probably have a nicer looking approach to the end user. Yes. But after these games get shown, Sony, I don't think it's gonna matter once the games are shown.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, the games are gonna speak for themselves, and that's why I keep telling people, you know what I'm saying, like, don't worry about all this T-flop thing, and developers already coming out saying, bro, T-flop is just a small part of the equation. Like, it's not about the T-flop. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely not, and that whole argument is dying by the day. So it's not even as relevant. Like especially after what just happened. Oh God! I don't want to hear nothing about a T-flop for the rest of your life. Like that's it. Like it's over. That argument has been put to rest in real time.
Facts for real. Now let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this though. At launch, all right, to go with the controller. Now we know what the controller looks like. All right, for that $400 price point, if that's the price. Do you think Sony is going to have different colors of the system? And also, do you think that there's going to be different storage options available to go with that price point? Because I see a lot of people in the chat saying, yeah, $400, knowing how expensive that SSD is. They're saying that it could be $500 because of how expensive the SSD is. So what's your thoughts on that based on the SSD? And do you think they're going to have different colors and also like options for like storage?
I don't think you're gonna get different colors out the gate. I think they want to set a stamp, set a tone that this is who we are, this is what it looks like, and then once you get used to this and appreciate this for what it is, then we'll give you the other colors. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a certain statement that you want to make. Like there's a reason why we love that gray PlayStation. Like you know what I'm saying, out the gate. Like you know what I'm saying. There's a reason why we love the PS2 for what it is and stuff like that. You gotta have your default set the tone first before you start changing colors, because then you kind of lose your identity. Facts. You know what I'm saying, in terms of what it came out. So I don't think we're gonna get crazy different colors out the gate. So that's my thought process on that. That's one. You might get a special limited edition, customized thing, something like that, but nothing beyond that out the gate. That's one. To your second point of the question is, you said will storage we get
options?
Storage. The storage options. Yeah. So with the storage options, I doubt it as well. I think that 825 is going to stay there because the last thing you want to do is create confusion out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think you want to go that route. That's one. And secondly, here's something that I can say that a lot of people don't know. You may have heard or whatever, but I'm gonna confirm it. So one thing I can say is that in the beginning, and I think this is like 2015, in the beginning, the PlayStation 5 was always supposed to be two different consoles. Out the gate. It was always supposed to be two different consoles. Like how you got Xbox
Series X
in the Lockhart and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 5, it was always supposed to be 2 devices.
Wow. So two different PS5s. Okay.
It was always supposed to be 2 different ones, but I don't think that's the case anymore. But it was always supposed to be 2, I think, initially. But I don't think that's the case anymore.
So like a Pro, like a Pro and a base.
I would assume so. But the thing is, the only reason why I say that is because I guess the ambition for the PS5 out the gate was so crazy and different, and like redefining of how games is being developed, that scalability from the business side of things had to be in play. But I don't think that's the case anymore, because I think over time they figured out a way to do things in a cost-effective manner.
Yeah.
Like, for example, one of the key things that Mark Cerny said was they could have went higher in speed if they wanted to, but they chose 5.5 because that was suffice enough. But they could have went higher than that just for overkill, but they didn't have to. So they didn't save money. With the size of the SSD in terms of 825 gigs, they could have went higher with that. Yeah. But they got a responsibility. So I feel like along the journey, they managed to cut costs, so they didn't need another system to do it for them. I think that's how that happened.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense. You don't want to create confusion, and you just want to be like, especially at launch. You want to be straight to the point, like, yo, this is what you're gonna get. This is how much storage you're gonna get. PlayStation 5. Yes. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Less is more a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Because think about it this from standpoint, and shout out to Red Infamy, because she's the one who made this statement.
Yeah.
So she said that Sony was able to do what Microsoft didn't do without saying anything. And what I mean by that is, Sony was able to show off everything they needed to show off without them having to say anything and show it off themselves. Like Microsoft has done a lot of talking on their part, where Sony didn't say anything, yet everybody's talking for them, and they're making a bigger impact, actually.
Yeah.
That right there is beyond strategic marketing, because what you're doing is your marketing is based off you being the leader.
Yeah.
And Microsoft's marketing is based off playing catch up.
Oh,
so think about it. But I'm being honest. Like, think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Everything that Microsoft is doing right now is what Sony had to do during the PS4 era, because of their errors in the PS3 era.
Yeah.
So exactly. Microsoft is doing what Microsoft is doing what it has to do because of the way they started this generation with the Xbox One.
Exactly.
So, and rightfully so, Microsoft is doing it, and I'm glad they're doing it because they have to.
Yeah.
Sony don't have to do that.
Exactly, and that's what I keep telling people. That's why you think I say let's go champ, because Sony is the champion. And look, when you're a champion, bro, when you have the belt, you ain't gotta defend it unless somebody's attacking you. You ain't gotta defend it. And right now, to Sony's defense, like, they're looking at Microsoft like, bro, like, I read an article, what was it, day before yesterday, where the marketing head for Sony is like, bro, we're not even fazed by what Microsoft is doing right now. So what does that let you know? Right? That lets you know that they don't have to do nothing.
They're not moved, they're not shaking.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, all I'm telling you is this. Like, if yo,
let it all out. Let it all out.
It's so much stuff. There's so much stuff behind the scenes right now, bro, that's happening.
God.
That I'm so excited for. Don't get me wrong. I'm not privy to everything. There's a lot I don't know.
Yeah.
But the little taste that I get, but the little taste that I get of certain things here and there, it's like, man, like I told you, all the rules have been broken this generation. Period. Like, everything is different. Everything is different. So just sit back, enjoy it, and put like this. Last time we spoke, right?
Yeah.
I told you 8K was able to be done, and all these other things.
Yep.
I told you all of it. I told you Quixel was one of the most important pieces to the puzzle of next generation overall. Period. I've been telling people about Quixel since December. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who showed Game Tag Radio. My man Paris. I showed Quixel when we was talking about some other games. I showed him Quixel, and he was like, "Yo, this is real." I was like, "Yep," and it was running on something way less prior. Like, man, bro, I'm telling you, son, Quixel is the future, and ain't nobody gonna be able to stop nothing that's happening. It's over.
It's over.
It's over. It's over.
Oh
like,
my God.
Everything you thought couldn't happen can happen now. It's over.
It's over. Yeah. Real talk. And this is why I say this. This is why I was letting people know. I'm like, I give credit where credit's due. Microsoft, they had to come out. With the failure of the Xbox One, they had to come out the gate. They show off the system last year and everything. I give them credit for that. But Sony was the first one to actually show gameplay, which we're going to move over into the next segment here with the actual reveal. And I was like, bro, like, Sony is the one that showed you something that's running on actual next gen hardware. What, Gears 5 and freaking Minecraft? That's not enough. How about you show me Halo Infinite? How about you show me Fable 4? And don't tell me that this stuff is not fully ready yet, because if this joint, especially Halo Infinite, if this joint is coming out fall this year, right, then you can at least give us a taste.
Gotta have something to show.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, what
July is gonna be that time, because they already confirmed that Halo Infinite is gonna be at the July show.
Yeah, but still, like, give us something, man. Like, something to kind of get people hyped for the Series X. There's really no true hype for the Series X. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying? You sound a little bit lower now.
Exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Oh, what about now? What about now?
Yeah. Wait. Go talk again.
Yo. We good?
All right. No. Adjust again.
Yo. Wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah. There you go.
Yo, we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
We live. So yeah.
All right, cool. So what I was gonna say, to your point, is that the problem that Xbox had is that they had all the momentum, everything was good, but when they allowed third party to represent their system as opposed to first party, you don't get a second chance at a first impression.
That's true.
That was the problem. And then the second thing is what Microsoft got to understand, which Sony obviously knows and realize, is that, like Michael Pachter said, consumers are stupid. Like, you got consumers and you got customers. You got a lot of people that you sell to that they don't do research. They don't understand what a cross-gen title mean. Like, they don't know what that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a cross-gen title is not a title that's built for your new machine. So you're gonna see just minor updates from old games that ran on previous hardware.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, if you're telling that to somebody that don't know any better when it comes to that, and you talk about you got 12 teraflops and you're the most powerful, blah blah blah, and I see something that ain't matching up with what you're saying, that's your fault in terms of the way you market it. You allow third party to tell your story. Yeah. And only first party can tell your story about what you're about to do. So with Sony, even though Unreal Engine is a third party engine and everybody can use it, they showed you something that can be done on their system, running on their hardware in real time, that can be controlled, that is playable. And if the pandemic didn't happen, this would have been that much more of a death blow, because people that show up at GDC would have been able to play it, because this was a playable demo for everyone, for the public.
And this is why I was telling people.
That's the problem. So the first true glimpse of next generation came from PlayStation, and they set a bar to the point where Tim Sweeney. Now think about the slap in the face here. Like, ever since 360 came out back in 2005, Unreal Engine and Microsoft has been in bed together in a major way, especially when Gears dropped. Like, everything went through Xbox when it came to Unreal. And now in this way, Tim Sweeney gave and offered information that he didn't even have to say when Jeff Keighley asked questions. Like he said, yo, the PlayStation 5 is world class, better than any console platform ever, as also better than any PC you're gonna get right now. Like that was extra information offered. Like Jeff Keighley didn't ask that. Tim Sweetie offered that. He made a point to make that statement. And then in the same breath, when Jeff Keighley spoke about the comparison, Tim Sweetie said, well, you know, they're all our babies. You know, we want to pick favorites and stuff like that. But, you know, Sony is, you know, amazing at what they built right here. So indirectly, you don't want to ruin relationships or make things a bit salty. But at the same time, you got to be truthful to the audience. So in a nice way, you said that, yo, the reason why we needed to show off exactly and specifically what we showed off on PlayStation 5 because it was built to handle that. And we worked with them to make sure it happened. Because at the end of the day, Unreal Engine, they don't get a second chance at a first impression either. So if you're going to make a first impression, you got to make it with the right partner that's going to show you in your best light.
Yeah.
And if PlayStation 5 is showing you in your best light, that's a statement right there.
Yeah.
This is what people not understand. So yeah, this was so strategically well done, and it makes me scared because if y'all thought this was impressive, wait till you see what PlayStation Studios got.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you right now, anybody, I was blown away by this trailer. I was blown away.
What's your thoughts,
man? This is the best looking thing I've ever seen. I know you were going right now, crazy. When you see, yo, when I saw it, I watched the trailer over 25 times. All right, that real-time gameplay experience. Listen, let me explain something to you, right?
Preach.
That real-time gameplay experience that Unreal Engine 5 did, that Quixel showed off with their textures and everything, it was so amazing that God, I'm just playing. But I think Jesus will come down and be like, yo, I just want to play this real quick and I'm gonna go back up. I just want to come down and play it and then come back up. Like Jesus got to touch the button. So that everybody understand what Sony just did. You know what I'm saying?
It's beautiful, man.
This is going to make the buttons glow, just so you can understand the feeling. Bro, ain't no way. So you know what it's like, son? It's like if you got married, right?
Yeah.
To the girl, you get married to the girl of your dreams, right?
Yeah.
And the honeymoon phase never ended.
Oh my God.
It was always good. There was no arguments. There was no nothing. The honeymoon phase never ended.
Man.
That's what we experienced with the Unreal. The honeymoon phase that lasts forever. That's crazy, B. So yeah, man, that joint made everything about me like just rethink what gaming is. Like it's unbelievable what they did. So yeah, man. And remember what I was telling you about DLSS 2.0?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody that's in the chat, pay attention to what I'm about to say as well. So one of the things that's so groundbreaking about this is that if you look at what NVIDIA is doing right now, right? Even with their recent Ampere talk with their new technology, they're able to take they took a 1080p and made it 16K.
Jesus. Wow.
And listen, they took a 1080p signal and made it output a 16K. That's the future of how DLSS scaling. And I can tell you personally, if you play Wolfenstein Youngblood and you play this game with an RTX 2080 Ti, whatever, and you run it in native 4K with all the bells and whistles at ultra, everything at ultra settings, it looks amazing. But if I render this game at 1440p and turn on DLSS 2.0, the game looks better than the native 4K image. Native 4K looks worse than 1440p with DLSS.
That's crazy.
So when I was telling y'all,
yeah,
about the machine learning and everything that they got, that what we saw with that Unreal was 1440p, and it looked better than anything I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it looks so good, dude. It looks so good.
So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah,
all this stuff about native 4K, even when it comes to 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, there's going to be a big shift when it comes to that as well. I'm going to tell you why. If you remember Drive Club is a 30 frames per second game, but it looked faster and it feels faster than Forza and Gran Turismo. That's at 6.
Facts.
Bro, the technology. And it looked better.
Yeah.
It didn't look better. The weather system alone in Drive Club still to this day look.
So top notch. Yeah.
I'm just telling y'all, you gotta rethink all the stuff that you knew before and get with the next generation and what it can actually do, because the rules has changed. That's it. That's cool. Like, the rules have changed.
Facts, man. Period. I mean, and this is why I was telling people right now, stop it, bro, because you know, of course, the Xbox side of things, they were saying, oh, bro, y'all getting excited over a demo, like y'all getting excited over something that's just for practice. They just showing you that that's not an actual game, and that's gonna be on everything. That's gonna be on everything. I'm like, wow, these guys out here are wild, and they were like, oh yeah, that's gonna be on Series X. That's gonna be on everything. So, well, what did they show that was so groundbreaking? Well, here's the thing. What did Microsoft show? Right? What did they show? Did they give us a tech demo? Oh, this is not like Killzone when they showed off that for PS4 and that was an actual game. This is not a game, you know. This is just a tech demo that they're actually showing for Unreal, but this has nothing to do with PS5. I'm like, bro, did you watch?
It was running off the PS5.
Exactly.
This was not a PC that it was running on, and this was not a video they just ran. This was, you plug the HDMI in and you control the joint like you do right now at home.
Don't you see the button prompts?
Right? Hold on. I got you. Hold on, I got you. So PT wasn't a real game either. How about that? But you played it, right? PT was a demo. It wasn't a real game. It was supposed to be Silent Hill. PT wasn't a real demo, but you played it, right? You got scared, right? And you wanted it, right? Get out. Yo, I'm the best. Listen, when I tell you I'm the best, I'm the best. You listen to me, dog. I'm the one. Like, period. Yo, everything they saying about the Unreal Engine experience and all this other stuff with that demo, it's so funny how they so hypocritical, because the demo for PT is the same thing. It's the same thing. What you talking about, B? Yo,
they ain't want it, man. They ain't want it. Vedger,
yo, they really don't want it against me.
Vedger with the 119 sweet dollar says, just compare Uncharted. Okay, now we're gonna talk about Uncharted hip hop. He said, just compare Uncharted 4 graphics with all the third-party games in this generation, and watch on that Unreal Engine 5 demo on PS5. Then just imagine how first-party Uncharted 5 would look on PS5. Oh God,
I'm scared. I don't even want to do that. I'm not even. Listen, to the person. Shout out to the person that put that question up there in your super chat. I'm telling you right now, I'm not even having that discussion. I refuse to have that discussion, because I'm trying to live. I don't want to have any heart attacks at all. I'm trying to live. I don't even want to think that far ahead. And that's so funny, because Nathan Drake says that in the game. I didn't think that far ahead. I'm not even entertaining that conversation right now of an Uncharted 5 look on PS5, because nobody would survive.
Nobody would
survive.
Bro.
Like, the virus will go away. That's how powerful that is. Like, that's it.
But check this out, though. Did you see that tweet from Yoshida when that they made an article out of it and everything, where he said that he was playing Ghost of Tsushima on PS5, and he was saying how visually, if you think Ghost of Tsushima
whoa. Wait, when did this tweet go out?
It was, I don't know, like they said that because they put up articles on it and everything.
He was playing Ghost of Tsushima on PS5.
On PS5. Sure? That's what they said. It was on WCC Tech. Yeah, they put up multiple articles on this, and they said that he was playing Ghost of Tsushima on PlayStation 5. And how he literally had to stop, like he put the controller down, and he was just like looking at the scenery, and he was just like jaws on the floor. He was like just blown away by just the freaking scenery of the game, just alone, not even combat, just looking at it visually from a visual standpoint. He was just blown away by how Ghost of Tsushima looked on P5.
Yeah, because of so here's what I want to re-clarify to people.
Yeah.
When you're playing a PS4 game on a PS5,
please,
I want you to understand something. It's not like how it was when you played like a PS2 game on like PS3, where you have the PS2 built in the PS3 and the PS1.
Jagged edges, all of that.
Like yeah. It's not the same. So
wow.
The way the PS5 is designed to run in mode. So this architecture that they created is able to be mimicked. So I could tell my PS5, to be a PS4 Pro based on what I put in it.
Wow.
So if I put a PS4 Pro game inside my PS5 becomes a PS4 Pro.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
If I put a PS4 game into a PS5, it becomes a PS4. It's no longer a PS5.
Wow.
When I put so the way it was explained to me in the backwards compatibility stuff that I put out, if you put a PS3 game in there, it becomes a PS3. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, when a PS4 game runs on PS5, it's running in the PS5 mode, so it's tricking the system to run in a boosted, in the natural native boosted state of how the PS5 would run with that old application. So now when you play an old game on PS5, all the features and that makes the PS5 will, that disc or that old application will benefit from it. That's why you got to test it one by one, like Marlon said, because you're running it in that platform's mode. So you got to think of the system as modes. It's a camouflage sort of. That's what.
So like emulation, like sort of like an emulation, right?
It's emulating the entire system instead of just emulating a game. That's the difference.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And this is the thing that I wanted you to kind of clear up, because I know we kind of all over the place as far as the topics, but I wanted to ask you a question, and this is something that I'm gonna let you know everything that was said yesterday. Right. Whoever this leaker is, I don't even know who this cat is or whoever he or she is, but as far as the PS5 reveal event, okay, we've been hearing from Jeff Grubb. He was right about the Nintendo Direct Mini, the last Nintendo Direct that we had. He was correct on that. And so he came out and he was like June 4th. Yeah, shout out to Jeff Grubb. That's the homie. So he said June 4th. Then Jason Schreier came out. He was on the Press Start podcast. And then he said early June to mid-June. Now, from what was posted yesterday, somebody came out and said the same thing, June 4th, but listen to these games. I want your opinion on this. Now, for the first party games, new Ratchet & Clank, SOCOM reboot. We talked about that with our last chat.
Yeah, so the new Ratchet & Clank, I believe that's correct.
Yeah, SOCOM reboot, Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Yeah,
so like that.
Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Yes. Yes.
Spider-Man 2, God of War 2. That's supposed to be shown.
Spider-Man 2, I don't think it's gonna be shown. But go ahead.
God of War 2.
It won't be shown.
Demon Souls remake.
I've heard that, but I don't know.
Silent Hill reboot. Please, is there anything you can say on that? So is that happening?
So here's what I would tell you. because this is how both stories. So, you know, a while back, I you know, spoke about Kojima being acquired by Sony, and he has a horror game. The only thing I didn't know if it was Silent Hill. Now, in the interview that I did with Michael Pachter, that still a lot of people overlooked, we spoke about Konami, and Michael Pachter said it himself. It's gonna be a lot easier for Sony to get those IP because Konami may not be doing anything with them individually. So the best way for Konami to be successful, the best way for Konami to be successful with those IPs is to allow somebody else to use them, because Konami doesn't have a great relationship with the industry in terms of, you know, the way the Fallout now have. And it'd be easier for Sony to get that opportunity, and the only way it's going to happen is if Sony steps in, because it's not going to happen on the backs of Kojima bomb.
Wow.
So if Sony steps in, it can happen. And Microsoft is most likely to get Metal Gear.
Microsoft getting no. What?
Yeah, this is all in my interview. Like, it's all in my interview. That's why when people, I'm like, yo, y'all bugging. It's all in my interview, bro. All in my interview.
Bro, Microsoft getting Metal Gear? That don't even sound right, man.
No, but listen, no, I'm not saying Microsoft is getting Gear. What I'm saying is that Microsoft, if there's anything that they could get from Konami, it would be most likely Metal Gear, and Microsoft is in a position to actually get. If they really want it, they can. That's pretty much what I would leave it at that. If Microsoft really want Metal Gear, they can have it. Period. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
So now back to the Silent Hill thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what game it was going to be. I knew that Kojima was working on a hard title exclusively for PlayStation. So if it happens to be Silent Hill, it's very, very, very believable. And if that's something that they're going to show off, I highly see that happen.
Wow. Dang, that's crazy. So you can see Silent Hill reboot being shown at the event.
Yes, because it'd be the best way Konami makes their money on those IPs.
Yeah. Same thing I was saying. I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Why? And then did you hear about, bro, if this happens, you already know how we get down together. Bro, listen to this. So there was a rumor, before I get back on the other games, there was a rumor that was saying that Sony is doing some sort of like Castlevania cross Bloodborne game. Oh God, it's over. It's a
So
can you speak on that?
So I don't have any information when it comes to that. Like I have, but what I can say is, just as a fan, well, I'm not a fan of Bloodborne. I don't like the game, but as a fan of this game, it'd be dope to see. But the only thing is, I wouldn't want, like me personally, I wouldn't want to see a Castlevania Bloodborne style game. I would like to see Castlevania as like a guest character in a Bloodborne. I would love to see that, but I wouldn't want to see a Castlevania game like done in the style of Bloodborne. I wouldn't see that, because then to me it wouldn't be Castlevania, and it'd just be like, you know, like you copying somebody else's style, like Miyazaki style, instead of, you know, being what Castlevania is.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, because I think a lot of people, that's one of the most requested games too. Is Bloodborne too. Like they want people want a Bloodborne, you know.
I can tell you that now.
That's coming, right?
Bloodborne 2, I can easily tell you that that's coming. I was trying to get some extra information. I wasn't able to, but I will tell you that Bloodborne 2 will have probably the most groundbreaking art style out the gate on next generation.
Wow, exclusive world premiere. Oh my God, what?
I'm telling you that.
Oh, from a visual standpoint, okay, you saw that article. You saw that article, right, about Horizon Zero Dawn 2, and the statement that Guerrilla put out saying that it's going to be a visual benchmark for next gen based on like everything that they're doing. Oh God, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's not a joke. No, listen. No, let me tell you. That's not it. Here's the reference. You remember when they first showed the order and it was like in engine trailer, but the game wound up looking better than that. Like you know, in terms of the Order 1886.
Yeah.
No one is a while ago. Somebody had made a statement that they saw something behind the scenes and their jaw was dropped, their mouth was blown, they couldn't believe what they saw. Somebody, just like a while ago, somebody put that on Twitter or something like that. They're referring to what Guerrilla Games is doing, and I'm telling you right now, put it like this: the entire industry is going to act like when you see what Guerrilla Games is doing with that decimated. The entire industry is going to act like me.
Oh my god.
Period.
Wow.
Period.
Facts.
They're gonna act like me. They're gonna go crazy. They're probably they're gonna throw something in their house. Something's gonna get broke. Something. But I'm telling you.
Wow.
Everybody's gonna act like me. Period.
I feel you on that. I believe you. Next game, new Gran Turismo and Ape Escape remake. Those are the first party titles that's going to be shown. So new Ratchet and Clank, SOCOM reboot, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, God of War 2, Demon Souls remake, Silent Hill reboot, new Gran Turismo, and Ape Escape remake. Now on the third party side, new Batman game, Resident Evil 8, Saints Row 5, Dragon Age 4, and Hitman 3, Far Cry 6, new Rocksteady game, Elden Ring, Starfield, and new Prince of Persia game. Now that's crazy because we just found out the other day, not that long ago, that Ubisoft just I think they did something, registered a domain for Prince of Persia. So everybody's like going crazy thinking like, oh man, is it a new Prince of Persia? Is Prince of Persia 6? Like, what's going on? I don't know if you could speak on that a little bit. A new Prince of Persia. I mean,
yeah, I can. So I made a video saying that new Prince of Persia game was supposed to be announced in 2016. I made this video in 2016 and stuff like that. That was supposed to come out then. Yeah. And it was, but the problem, what wound up happening is Assassin's Creed happened. So plans changed. And if you look at the video that they were talking about earlier with the Prince of Persia Redemption and how that was inspired for Assassin's Creed 3 and all this other stuff and everything like that. Assassin's Creed 3 came out in 2012, I believe, or something like that. But I heard you gotta understand it takes 3-4 years to make a lot of these games. So when I was told about Prince, it was supposed to be coming, like, you know what I mean, like, but a lot of things, what that old game code was, and a lot of that game code was used to drive Assassin's Creed. Yeah. So now it's coming back. So a lot of what I said, it didn't happen when I said it's going to happen, but I knew it was something that they was working on for a long period of time. They really wanted to bring the franchise back. So this next Prince of Persia, I don't think it's a continuance. I think it's a complete new reboot. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We're going to get from Ubisoft. They got UB Forward E3 event happening. AAA unannounced franchise that they're going to show, but it's one of their biggest franchises and stuff like that that's coming. Honestly, as much as I want Prince of Persia 2 as well. I think there's a toss-up between Prince of Persia and Splinter, and we're gonna see. Now, me personally, I think they're gonna rock with Splinter Cell, but it's a chance that the Prince of Persia will come back as well. But me personally, I just got this feeling that they're gonna rock with Splinter Cell, and they're gonna let Assassin's Creed Valhalla get that shine and announce Prince of Persia at a later time. But Prince of Persia is coming. Like, that's not the question. Like, it is coming. That will be back. I just not sure if it's going to be this soon. So it might be Splinter Cell, because yes, that's long overdue, man. We need a new Splinter Cell, most definitely. So what's your thoughts on June 4th? Because that's the talk of the town. And also, as far as God of War,
I know that's not gonna be shown at all.
Nah.
But real quick before you get into June 4th, what do you think as far as God of War 2 goes? Do you think that God of War is gonna be a true representation of PS5 hardware, like really using up the resources of the system? I just want to ask you that before you get into that June 4th statement.
Okay, so let me tell you something. When Corey Bullard went with a new engine,
yeah,
it wasn't just for PS4.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh God. Gear up, guys, buckle up. Get your helmets on.
So here's what I would say.
Yeah.
Like, Corey, like, that's my guy. He's a different type of game director. Corey, along with Naughty Dog, that's like Michael Jordan and Kobe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they're a shell of themselves, but Jordan is Jordan. When you saw the cinematics for Kratos, it was in a TV spot where they showed the cinematics of Kratos.
Oh God, no! Don't do me like that.
So like that.
Yes.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you right now.
No.
The game, what can be done now, in game,
no,
is better than that. Like,
what?
They can do better than that now.
No, that TV spot. Stop.
Yeah. They can do better than that now. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. Let me explain something to you. And I'm gonna go back to Quixel again. That TV show, the Mandolin.
Yeah.
That TV show.
Yeah.
Like those are assets that can be used for games now.
Oh my God.
What you saw in the TV show.
Oh
this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, yo, it's over now. Like, it's over. The Uncanny Valley is here. It's over.
Oh my God.
Check this out. I'm gonna help you out. Why do you think that Unreal decided to do an actual gameplay tech demo instead of just showing a video? Think about this for a second. When have you seen them do gameplay tech demos to show off next generation in the beginning of a generation? Like, think about this. From everybody, they always show you videos and show you little things here and there, but they never showed it off in this fashion ever.
Oh my God.
Think about it from this standpoint.
Yeah.
Every game generation,
yeah,
it always looked better, but the foundation stayed the same. Meaning that you got load screens, you got popping and textures, hard drive. Yo, they had hard drives since PS2. They've been using hard drives since PS2.
Yeah.
In the game development world, that's like using a record player. It's like using a record player, and this generation, they just went to iPhone. Like, in terms of like digital store, like that's the jump that they made. Like, this generation is like going from a record player to your iPhone 11, Samsung Galaxy 11, like 10 plus. That's the jump that we're seeing right now. This is the absolute biggest jump in the history of game development and game technology and game software and game engines.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
Anything you ever thought of when it comes to last generation is over. If you even remotely think like that, you're out of touch.
Wow.
Period. It's over. It's over.
Well, everybody said you bluffing.
It's over. I'm bluffing? Hold up. Who said? Alright. If I'm bluffing, hold on. If I'm bluffing right now, I want everybody right now to check, to go to YouTube, type in Quixel photorealistic engine, and watch that. And watch it. And after you watch that, After you watch that, go to Quixel in terms of how they actually made it.
Oh my God,
bro! Don't ever call me out on anything ever, like, cause I don't speak on some stuff I can't prove. I don't speak on nothing I can't prove. Nothing.
Oh God.
Nothing I can't prove. Listen, I'm not the average journalist. I'm the best one. When I speak, I'm ready. Like I don't say, if I know something, I know something. If I don't know, I don't know. If I'm wrong, I will tell you I'm wrong. Like, I'm the purest, realest ever, like, in the industry. So I'm telling you right now, like, yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah, you stand behind what you're saying. A lot of journalists, they just be blowing smoke and no fire to back it up. And you actually have credible information. You got credible sources, you know what I'm saying, that you can relate to.
Yo, Marlon, I don't even be talking half the time. I let the David Jaffe interview that I'm gonna drop.
Yeah.
You gonna hear directly from him some stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all don't even, whether you believe me or not, I'm gonna always bring y'all the horse's mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what you talk about?
Yeah. Everybody always, everybody always trying to attack you, man. Say you this, say you that, and you ain't real, and you ghetto, and this. I'm like, bro, y'all just hating. Y'all just hating because y'all don't know how long I've been doing hip hop.
You know what's so funny? you know what's so funny? It's like, bro, like, I done changed and evolved and elevated so much. Like, when you watch my streams or if you watch my video, I don't even curse. I don't even talk like that. I be on it. I'm so calculated with everything I do and the moves I make and the information I get. Like, yo, I'm with it. I'm with it all, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be just saying words just to, be like, yo, I love this. Like, I live for these moments, man.
Yeah, man. I'm passionate about it. Yeah. Look how long we've been knowing each other, man, since 2005.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, it is what it is. People can believe and hear whatever they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding, and we know what Sony is capable of. We know the footprint that they've been giving us since PS1. So diehard Sony fans know the truth. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I think the pressure is on Phil. Because I met Phil and I spoke with Phil. And I think a lot of people will say, oh, he's out of touch. I don't think so. I think Phil's thing.
You talking about Phil Spencer?
Yeah.
Phil Spencer is the truth, bro. I don't care what nobody says, son. Phil Spencer is the truth, he knows what he's doing, son. Phil Spencer is that guy. I love Phil Spencer. Like, he's y'all gonna see. I'll tell you this. Here's what I would say. Here's what I would say. In terms of Phil Spencer, yo, even though Jim Ryan is a real tough competitor and he about that competition, and stuff like that. This generation in America, I would just say in America, this right here is going to be the toughest battle for Sony. I'm going to tell you why it's going to be the toughest battle for Sony this generation.
Please tell him. Why. It's not about teraflops. Please tell him.
Because now Microsoft has a method where they're not just utilizing, they're not trying to utilize games to beat Sony. They're trying to utilize services and lowering barriers and ease of use, and it's like they trying to utilize those things to beat Sony. So think about it. Like, forget PlayStation and forget Xbox for a second. Let's say you got product A and product B, right?
Yeah.
And for the most part, they're gonna have the same games, but obviously the first party is gonna, show the difference. So let's say product A, you got to spend $400 up front, get it, blah, blah, blah. Product B, let's say for $400, I get like 100 games for free because I have a service that I got access to, and the games that I'm getting aren't just the old games, but new games that's day and date that I was looking to get anyway. I could just get the access now. A lot of people is going to jump on board and get Microsoft first simply because of their business approach to getting involved with their system. So you got to remember,
Yeah.
Sony got the better games and the better exclusives.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Microsoft, their approach to getting you involved in their ecosystem is serious. And that alone right there could change the narrative of how things start out the gate. Now, me personally, I still say PlayStation is going to win globally overall. That's still going to be the case. I still feel PlayStation is going to win.
Yeah.
But in America, I think it'll be close. Now, the only way Sony could flip the script, in my opinion, is if people truly gravitate to backwards compatibility like they say they are. If people gravitate to backwards compatibility like they say they are, and you can play every generation of PlayStation on your PlayStation 5, and people gravitate to that, and Sony markets that, like if Sony really markets that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that, like share play is something that Sony don't even market, but that's one of the best features ever, like share play, you know what I mean, on PlayStation. Yeah. But they don't even market it. They don't even talk about it. Yeah. So when it comes to backwards compatibility, the ability to play every generation of PlayStation games, if y'all don't market that or talk about that, there's gonna be a great feature that falls by the wayside.
That is true.
But if Sony markets that like real hard, then honestly it don't matter what Microsoft do. They done.
Wow.
It don't matter because PlayStation will be the ultimate all-in-one system that's marketed correctly, so everybody knows about it. And once everybody know that, it don't matter at this point. It's over. Wow. We just enjoying the battle, but you know who's gonna win.
Who's gonna win. I mean, it's facts, man. Now, with this June 4th situation, I know we got the games. Now, is there any games first party wise that you think? Because I know you eliminated some of them. You said no God of War 2. And then you said no Spider-Man, maybe Spider-Man. Like, what are some of the games do you think first party wise that we're gonna see at this event? And according to Jeff, he did say that this event is definitely gonna be Sony's biggest event yet, because it's gonna be jam-packed with a lot of PS5 reveals, new IPs, and a lot of PS4 titles. Like, I'm guessing like PS4 games running on PS5, stuff like that. So what can you touch up on as far as the first party games that you expect to be at the event? And also, will it be June 4th, or do you have kind of a speculation date that you can give us?
Yeah, so I heard that it was supposed to be June 12th, the day after EA's. That's what I heard. June 12th.
June 12th.
Okay. But June 4th is very realistic too. But June 12th is what I heard in terms of it coming the day after EA play. So that was one. And the reason why it's supposed to come a day after EA play is because there's something that's supposed to be shown on EA stage that's going to be extended on PlayStations. That's why I was told. Yeah, because and honestly, I believe we're going to see the first glimpse of the Battlefield technology, like the next Battlefield 6. I believe we're going to see Battlefield 6 technology
running on PS5
in terms of what they, so you're going to see it on EA stage first, but then an extended one on the day after. That's why I was told July 12th. But I mean, things can change. June 12th, but June 12th. Things can change. You know what I'm saying? So you know, things can change. So that's that in terms of dates. The next thing was
you still there? Oh wait, what happened to him? What happened to him? Hip Hop, can you hear me? Wait, hold up. Wait. Uh-oh. Did the Sony Samurais got to him? Wait a minute. I think the Sony Samurais got to him, guys. As soon as he put the date out there. Oh my God. Wait a minute. He said June 12th after EA event. And then boom. What the world? What in the world? Somebody got him because he said June 12th. Because EA is going to be showing something that is going to bleed over into the whole PS5 reveal event, and that is huge. So he's saying Battlefield 6. They're going to show off Battlefield 6, and then you know, it's gonna be running over into Sony's thing. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know what happened. I can't hear him. I'm gonna text him right now. I'm gonna text him on my phone and tell him I can't hear him. I'm gonna just say, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Oh my God. Sodi got you. Sodi got you. I just messaged him a while ago. I don't know what's going on, but he said June 12th. And remember, this is why I kind of believe that date, because Jason Schreier came out and he said, hey, look, it's gonna be early June or mid-June, right? And so mid-June is literally like the 15th. That's mid-June, right? Mid-June. So yeah, I can kind of believe that date, you know what I'm saying, June 12th for the PS5. And so I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. I wanted to get some more questions from him and everything. He's messaging me right now. So it says, can you hear me? No. I'm gonna ask him, are you next to your computer? Let's try to see if we can get him back on, guys. Are you next to your computer? Computer. All right, so we're gonna man, Sony got him. Sony got him. Like, what? You about to put out the PS5 reveal date? So June 12th, guys. So mark your calendars. Circle June 4th. He said that that's realistic and all, but he said from what he heard, it's gonna be June 12th, right after EA. So EA is on the 11th. So I mean, 11th of next month. You bet your bottom dollar I will be just connected back. Okay, bet your bottom dollar I will be. All right. We got him. We got him. Let me drag him back in here. Hip.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. It was like, man, Sony got you, man.
Yo, I think I'm talking too much. Let me stop. I think I'm talking too much. You know what? You're gonna stop right there. You're gonna stop right there, son.
Like, wait a minute, the samurai. You know, like, yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima got me, son. Ghost, son. Ghost of Tsushima got me, son. That's it.
Hey, you had us worried.
So Ghost of Tsushima got me, son.
Yeah, man. I was like, wait, what the heck is going on here? But yeah, that makes sense. That sounds realistic. And so June 12th on that, and also like games that you think will be shown, like at your opinion, because I know this rumor could be true, could be false, but I want to hear your honest opinion on some of the titles that will be available at launch that you think, and probably showing us something that's probably going to come out next year or a year after that. Like, you know, because you say God of War 2 not gonna happen, but maybe a Horizon Zero Dawn 2 and so on and so forth. So what's your thoughts on like lineup of first party games, because they said that this is going to be one of Sony's biggest event?
Yeah, well, in terms of launch lineup, like, are you talking about like day one or like launch window?
Yeah, like launch window.
Okay, so launch window, I definitely think Horizon Zero Dawn 2 could hit the launch day or launch window. Mm-hmm. I do believe that Gran Turismo, not Gran Turismo 7, but I think they have like another like GT Sport type of game that they're working on that I think may come out first before Gran Turismo 7 drop. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is interesting. Another thing that's very interesting is there's a chance that we might see MotorStorm come back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a chance that we might see MotorStorm come back. There's a chance, slim, but it's a chance that we might see MotorStorm come back. And if so, I think that would be something as a dope launch window title that's a surprise to the fans. And the only other game I could think of that I think will be a good like launch title game, launch window game, it would probably be. I mean, we all know, you know, Assassin's Creed and 2K, like, you know, all the like the regular ones and stuff like that. But I really got an interesting feeling. I don't know why, because this is not from a source or anything. This is just me personally. But I got a weird feeling, bro, that we're gonna see what's that what's the name of that joint? Man,
Sly Cooper?
No, not Sly Cooper. You remember you see how they remastered Shadow of the Colossus and stuff like that? You know,
yeah.
What's the joint? Well, I can't think of it.
Ico?
The Last Guardian. Last Guardian. Remember the Last Guardian? Stuff like that?
Yeah.
I think there's something else happening within that Last Guardian Ico franchise, just so like that. I think there's something happening with that we will see, that will be a surprise and something that's unexpected, that will be a part of the launch window of PlayStation 5. Yeah, because I didn't like that game too much until the Last Guardian. That's why I couldn't like think of it on top of my head. But yeah, like I think something with that in mind is definitely gonna touch the PlayStation 5. And that's about it. But you know, there's so much that I don't know either, bro, that I'm excited to be surprised too. So yep.
Wow, man. Yeah, that's pretty lit. Now, let me ask you this. Now, for Microsoft, on Microsoft's side of things, now I think something is making the rounds when it comes to Halo Infinite, and they said Halo Infinite is going to be heavy in July, obviously, because that's their first party stuff. Now, right. I just want to get in your brain a little minute here with Microsoft, because I think Sony is going to go first, which is in June, and then right after that. Now, what do you think Microsoft is going to be bringing in July when it comes to first party? Because we know about Halo Infinite, and that's going to have a heavy presence at the show. But do you think that they got something up their sleeve for Sony on that first party standpoint? Because there's a lot of rumors going around.
So here's something that I think is going to be huge. I believe that if Microsoft comes with what I think they're coming with, Microsoft, to my knowledge, has one game in particular that's going to make people like, yo, hold up. Like, I mean, I love my PlayStation, but hold up. And that game is Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. So I'm telling you right now, man, Microsoft show off a next gen Ninja Gaiden built from the ground up for Series X. That's it, B. That's it. That's it. That's because see, what Microsoft, one thing that Microsoft is doing right now, they're trying to get all the attention to Halo so they can surprise you with something unexpected.
Yeah, that makes sense. The element of surprise. Yeah. So like Phil Spencer, he working. And not only is he working, he spent a lot of money. Like they spent a lot of money to make sure they can compete on a first party standpoint. Like they need to though, bro.
No, I feel you. See, here's the issue. Sony got better developers in terms of talent.
Yes.
Sony has more skilled developers.
Yes.
So, like, even though Microsoft is doing a lot and they spent a lot of money on this lot, like, put it like this, I could spend all the money in the world to get a lot of great players on my basketball team. But the problem is the other team got Jordan. So no matter how much money I spend, no matter how much what I do, they got Jordan. And Jordan just finds a way to beat everybody that he faces. Right now, Sony is Jordan, and I've never seen Sony lose to their direct competitor globally since '94, since they've been in the game. They never lost a console generation to their direct competitor. Never. So my thing is, Sony is Jordan right now, and I don't see that changing because Sony got things up their sleeve too. I don't know all of them, obviously, but Sony got things up their sleeve too. And a lot of that has to do with the create button. on the
Oh
DualSense
yes, please speak on that, because somebody had a question on that. Somebody said, Marlon Hip Hop, what does PS5 and Xbox need for a good show? How many next gen games can be specific on what would be a successful show? Somebody donated drop 5 asking that question.
Shout out to them. So one thing I would say is I think everybody wants to know why they're gonna spend money on these new systems.
Yeah,
that's what's always why show me why I need to buy it. That's why people were so upset about the inside Xbox, because you didn't show me any reason to buy your system.
Facts. Oh, we gonna talk about that.
Didn't.
Yes, we gonna talk about that.
So yes, so my thing is, as long as they give you a reason to buy it,
yeah,
then it was successful. And to me, it's going to come down to the games and showing the difference of what you had as opposed to what's coming, like with these demonstrations. So I'm gonna tell you, man, the create button, I don't know a lot about all the functionality that you're gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
But what I do know is that the create button is going to be something. Think about it like this, right?
Yeah.
If you think about how popular TikTok is and Instagram and all the things that you do on your phone, like and all this other stuff like that, like the create button is going to redefine the user interface of gaming. That's the best way I can sum it up, because I can't share any type of details at all on something like that. I can't share anything. All I can tell you is that statement and get ready.
Wow. So we're gonna be blown away. Now, going back to what you were saying now about the studios, because I know Matt Booty, he said that basically for Series X launch, he don't want people to get their hopes up. He said this, I think he was talking to Game Informer, and he said that he don't want people to get their hopes up thinking that there's going to be a bunch of AAA stuff, 60 to 90 hours of playthrough sessions or anything like that. So basically the games are going to be AA games that they're trying to scope into AAA through those AAA studios that they got. So yeah, he said that there's going to be like a bunch of AA stuff, bunch of indie stuff. And yeah, that was kind of a little bit underwhelming, because everybody was expecting, some real good AAA first party stuff. Now,
nope,
go ahead.
Not happening.
Nope,
not happening. That's honestly why I told you that Xbox is going to have a few joints, just a couple, and they're going to rely heavily on their business model in terms of services on how they're going to get you in as a user. And they are betting a lot on Halo. The problem is Halo isn't the Halo that we grew up on, in terms of the way we know it.
Yeah.
In terms of the impact. Is it going to be a great game? Of course, love Halo. But you got to understand, Fortnite holds more weight than Halo now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just being honest. Like, Call of Duty holds more weight than Halo. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you have to understand what's going on here in terms of the culture and the industry. So they relying too much on something that's not as big as they thought it was, and that's the problem. The reason why Nintendo can rely on Mario, because they never not relied on Mario. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they managed to keep Mario relevant all day, like every day, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why they're able to succeed. Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario this, Mario that. Like they always do that. So now, think about it. Like, if you look at Halo, right?
Yeah.
Halo wasn't successful when they branched off to do other things like that. Like Halo Spartan Warrior, RTS game. Like Halo was only successful being the Halo that we knew.
Yeah.
Halo Esports never really took off. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So that goes to show, from a brand standpoint, that it's not as strong as it used to be, and they're relying too much on it. So that's going to be one of the issues. What I can say is they got other games that I believe is going to exceed Halo. And that's when they're going to shine. Problem is, you're not going to see that till like 2022.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the issue right there. A lot of stuff that y'all want to see, and a lot of stuff that they're gonna show, and they ain't gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be. And don't get me wrong. There's a lot of games that's 2022 as well for PlayStation and everything. Yeah. But out the gate, they got enough to make you say, "Yo, I got to get this now," and that's the difference.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's the difference.
Yeah, but I mean, it's crazy, man. Because to be honest with you, I've been saying this. I've been saying this for the longest time. I'm like, wait a minute, like, are you kidding me right now? Because when everybody heard that statement, automatically was like, okay, yeah, this Sony is gonna crush them right there. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're not gonna have anything groundbreaking other than Halo, and the limitation because of them stretching everything across the board, right, with the original Xbox.
Yeah,
and I heard developers, yeah, that's stupid. And I heard I understand why they're doing it, because they want to keep it ecosystem friendly, but at the same time, you're hurting the developer, because now he has to limit how he develops the game because of the original Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? So you have Halo Infinite running on the original Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? We know how weak that was. So I don't know, man. I think that's what's kind of really holding back Microsoft to their fullest potential when it comes to game development, because they have to stretch everything out, whereas Sony, they don't have to do that. If it's PS5, it's PS5. It's if it's going to be cross-gen, and then it's PS4 and PS5. So it's not stretched across every single PlayStation system. So I think that's their biggest problem. But I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, it's like, do you think that Microsoft is going to make this big comeback that everybody's thinking? Like, they have to, though, man. I think they have to make a huge comeback, and I think July would be a true testament to that. Like, they really have to blow us away, even if it's not coming out, like you said, until 2022. People need to see games, less talking, less power talk, and more games.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, and Microsoft knows this. Everything is riding on July right now.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why everything is riding on July is because by the time Xbox show their stuff, Sony would have already shown what everybody's waiting for. So now Microsoft is not a situation where they got room to make error. That's the problem. See, the thing is, Microsoft, because Sony was quiet for so long, Microsoft had the opportunity to talk, say this, do this, make a mistake. But so what? They made a mistake. Sony ain't saying nothing, so you get a pass. You understand what I'm saying? They had their time for their trials and errors Now think about this. You don't get a second chance at a first impression, and their first impression was the error. And with that one mistake, that one inside Xbox mistake, Sony capitalizes in such a way that all the momentum culturally that was built with the 12T flops over 10T flops, and Microsoft is talking, Sony's not this, that, all this other stuff, gone.
Wow.
So my thing is, one error can do all of that, and Sony still haven't said anything.
Wow.
But everybody else is speaking for them.
Yeah.
The developers, everything. Put it like this: name one developer this year on camera that has spoken highly of Xbox in the same light like how developers has spoken
about P5
on the PS5.
Nope. Not one.
Not one. And if somebody did speak the caliber of developer of Tim Sweeney and Epic Games, and compared to a brand new indie developer making a paperweight game or something like that, it doesn't. Come on. Let me readjust here for the chat and everybody that's watching. Let me readjust.
Oh God.
things is so bad in the street right now in these gaming streets that they forced Crytek to take down what they said, what the guy said. Now think about it. Now think about this, right?
Is that what really happened? Oh God!
Of course that's what. Bro, I'm a journalist. You know I know. Like, come on, man. Like, he was forced to take that down. He was forced to take that back because you can't rub certain partners the wrong way. That's business deals right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't say that. Why you think when Jeff Keighley asked Tim Sweeney about, you know, the game and everything, he spoke so highly on PS5 and made his statement, it was crazy. But the moment where he was asked the question of direct comparison, he didn't backpedal. He just said, well, these are our babies, we don't want to play favorites and stuff like that. So my thing is if Xbox is saying that they're more powerful and that's a true statement, then every developer should be able to say that, because obviously on paper, which is public knowledge, the specs is public knowledge. You understand?
Yes.
So on paper, it's supposed to be more powerful. So if a developer says it's more powerful, that's not a problem because it's public knowledge, right? Or is what's on paper actually measured up to what the power conversation is? Or is that, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Consistency here. So the point I'm trying to make is, as a gamer or just anything, if I'm about to eat some food, I'm gonna listen to a chef as opposed to me listening to, you know, someone that's kicking a football. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're a chef, this is what you do, and I'm about to eat. If I'm on a football field and you're a professional football player, I'm gonna listen to you. I'm not gonna listen to a chef. So if we're in gaming and you got developers, gaming systems don't do anything without the developer. So the developers is the source and the root of all success when it comes to the gaming industry, period. And if the developers at the highest level is saying this about PS5, bro, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Kind of hard to go against that, bro.
Yeah.
Look at what happened today. I'm not sure if everybody in the chat is aware of this, but look at what happened today. Today, they asked Microsoft, like a spokesman from Epic Games, right?
Yeah.
Was it was on Kotaku. A spokesman from Epic Games said that talk about the PS5 and everything like that. But in the interview, they ain't say anything about Xbox Series X being able to run the same demo that we saw on PlayStation 5. Wow. Now we all assume that hold up. So we all assume that the way we saw what we saw on PS5 can be done exactly the way Xbox Series X can be.
Yeah.
Like, we assuming that, right?
Yeah.
Because Xbox Series X is more powerful. So when he was asked the question, the Epic dude said, well, we're not running it on Xbox Series X. So it's like, well, why not? Like why you're not running your X? Like, the question was, can it be done? And their answer was, well, we're not running it on Xbox Series X. Why is it so hard to answer a simple question? Can the Xbox Series X run what we just saw on PS5? Yes or no? If you can't give me a straight up answer, there's some truth under that underlying there. So that was the first thing. The second thing, Microsoft themselves, right? When they was pressed about the about if the Xbox Series X can run this particular thing, the answer was the engine will be able to run across all platforms and stuff like that, and we'll be able to achieve the same visual fidelity. We're not talking about visual fidelity right now only. We talk about visual fidelity, but we talk about the performance and the way it happened.
Wow.
Because towards the end, when you see her flying through and all these other things, one of the reasons why you was able to see that and do that was because the way the storage architecture is built on PlayStation 5 It is not built like that on Xbox Series X.
Wow.
Their architecture is completely different. So the point I'm trying to say is, you could talk teraflops all you want, but what Tim Sweeney said is that the PlayStation 5 has unlimited amount of graphic capabilities.
Wow.
Okay? And the way their storage architecture is designed in a way that not even the high-end PCs can do what PlayStation is doing. And when PlayStation comes out, the PC community is going to have to figure out a way to make something and build something like how PlayStation is by the time it comes out. So that means that by the time fall 2020 comes, there's still not going to be anything on the market that's designed the way Sony designed their machine. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is different. So when you say more powerful, what do you mean? So wait till you see the other interviews and everything I got coming, bro. Telling you, man.
Oh my God, have mercy. Crazy.
So, yeah, so yo, what the chat doing, man? You know what I'm saying? That I show love to the chat. You know, the community.
Yeah. What y'all got any questions and everything? Make sure you fire guys away. Because then this is, and I'm so glad. I'm literally so glad that you touched up on that, because like I've been preaching on the channel, man. I'm like, all of this T-flop count situation, you're gonna be able to see the difference because it's 2 to 3 T-flop difference. I'm like, stop it, bro. PSVR 2, somebody asked about that. Brandon Scott,
what up?
Said PSVR 2. Can you know anything about that? PSVR 2, and also full backwards compatibility. I guess they want you to touch up on that again.
Okay.
Yeah, and let me see what else. They say you put the nail in the coffin. It says, yo, what's up, Marlon and hip hop? It's all good. Peace. Thank you so much. Yeah, so the fully backwards compatibility, I know a lot of people, as we're getting closer now, they want some clarification on that. And so, like, what
else is there to clarify? PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 will all be able to be played on PS5. Period. You, like I said, from what I was told, you could actually put your disc in the system and it'll read it, and you'll be able to play your old games. And they have a SRGen process that allows for older games to be upscaled on the fly through machine learning algorithm, so you can play old games and make old games look new. It's similar to what Eve said from Ubisoft, where this is something new that they never seen in the industry, where you'll be able to preserve old consoles for new generations. When he talked about backwards compatibility and stuff like that himself, and this comes from Eve, the CEO of Ubisoft. So I'm gonna tell y'all again, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 will all be able to be played on PS5. Now, this is a feature that I feel is groundbreaking and a surprise, hence the reason why Sony didn't mention, he didn't say, no, we're not gonna have it. He didn't mention it. Why he didn't mention it? Because it's something that's supposed to be a surprise. When they're gonna make the announcement, I hope at the reveal. But if they don't make it at the reveal, like, they'll make it soon. Hopefully they make it. I don't know when they're gonna say it or whatever. I don't have that date or that time. What I can tell you is that there was something else I was gonna say that was good. Okay. So going back to the PS Now and PS Now being confirmed and stuff like that, that's one of the reasons why you will have backwards compatibility. You want to know why? Because the way PS Now works, they have 8 PlayStations on a server blade. They have 8 PlayStation 3s on one server blade.
Wow.
Yes, they have 8 PlayStation cell processors on one server, on a server blade. That's how you're able to pull in your stream and your feed and your latency and stuff like that.
Crazy.
Problem is that is 2006 40 nanometer technology that needs to be rebuilt and redesigned. There's an article that came out last year I think on WCC F Tech that talked about the PS Now being upgraded and being redesigned and stuff like that. That alone right there is another source of proof that backwards compatibility is coming, because they have to make sure PS Now is ready for next generation, which means PS3 has to be in the system. Listen, man. It's just get ready, bro. Just get ready.
Somebody calling you out on the show on Twitter. They said, I'm gonna go ahead because I'm gonna keep it real. You keep it real. They tweet at me. They said, I highly doubt that Ninja Gaiden Theory from Hiphopgamer. I think he's mistaken. Microsoft owns Ninja Theory. Ninja Gaiden is made by Team Ninja.
Team Ninja.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, and then he says Yakuza stated that Team Ninja wants to make another exclusive for PS5. That will be likely be a new Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, so that's what he somebody tweeted out, because I guess they heard you on the show, and then they put some
okay, so you could tweet back at them.
Yeah,
so like that if you want. And you can say that Team Ninja, shout out to my boy, I can't say his name, whatever, but shout out to my boy, you know who he is, but Team Ninja, they I know there's an article that said that they want to do an exclusive and stuff like that, and that's fine. Team Ninja can do whatever they want. If they want to make an exclusive for PlayStation, they can do that. What does making an exclusive for PlayStation got to do with them making something for Xbox either? Like, it's like, I don't get the logic here. Yeah. It's like and then what's so funny is, and stuff like that, when Ninja Gaiden came out the last time, what system was it highlighted on?
It was on Xbox, right?
Thank you. So I'll just leave it at that. I'll be like, what you want me to do, man? Like, Ninja Gaiden Black. You remember that? Yeah. That was one of the big Come on, B. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Was fire, bro. So
what I'm saying is, I would love to see Ninja Gaiden come on PlayStation, especially if it's an exclusive PlayStation title.
Oh my god!
Of course, I would love to see that. I'm only telling you, what things that I hear. Yeah. And that's that. But to his point, he is right. There is an article stating that and stuff like that. So he is right when it comes to that. But what I'm saying is that Microsoft, they pulling out all the stops this generation. They really trying to compete and win, and they feel like they can. So they feel like they can win. So yeah, we gonna see.
Yeah, we definitely gonna see about that. And also, this is something else I wanted you to clear up too, because I think there's some sort of confusion with the backwards compatibility for some people when it comes to what Microsoft is doing, and so they're like, okay, well, if Phil Spencer said that the Series X is going to be fully backwards compatible with everything, and there's no problems running everything on there when it comes to the older school stuff, because you remember with 360 it has to be on the compatibility list. Now they're saying that everything is going to be fully backwards compatible on Series X, and they're saying on Sony part, they're saying that when it comes to the cell processor, it's still gonna be a problem for the PS5, and they don't know where you getting that information from. So I'm like, bro, like, really? Okay,
well, I have a question. I have a question. If the cell processor is so messed up and you can't do this, you can't do that, how come right now, if I want to, I can turn on my PC and play roughly every PS3 game?
Exactly. So what's the problem? Why can't the P5 run it, right?
Yeah, because it's all it is architecture, and then what you have to understand is that they have, like any architecture, once you are able to spoof it, like spoof the like CPU IDs and get all the technology in a way the system works, all you're doing is recreating that in a different architecture. Like, that's all it is. It's like, I wish I could explain it better. I'm not like a developer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you good. Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, any architecture can be, you know, mimicked, like, and stuff like that. Like, for example, you could run Linux on Windows. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
facts.
It's the same machine, same everything, but I could run something completely different on it, use it. Yo, we used to run Linux on PS3.
Wow.
And that's not even, and that's not even the matter of fact, let me help somebody out right now. Do y'all know right now on your PlayStation 4, right now, like, if you put a PS3 disc in there, it's gonna say PlayStation 3 format. Like, the system knows what a PS3 is.
Yeah.
So why doesn't the disc work? If it knows what it is, why come it doesn't work? The point is, the reason why it knows what it is, but doesn't know how to like work it, is because that they didn't put the technology in there for it to run. In terms of when you look at the like backwards compatibility patents, it'll tell you when you first insert a disk or you insert a medium, it does a check. It does a CPU ID check. It does a check to make sure that what this is can run on the platform is being inserted in. So when it recognizes the disk, but it can't like work and can't perform, that means that there was a malfunction within the development cycle. And that's cool. That's why PS4 can read the disc but can't play it. Now, if you look at the mods, I'm not sure if everybody's up on it, but right now, you can play all your PS2 games on PS4. All of them.
Wow.
There's a mod for it. Like, you can literally right now play all the PS2 games on your PS4. Right now. You know what I'm saying? And the PS1, I believe. Yeah, and the PS1 games. You can play PS1 and PS2 games on your PS4. It's just, they just like blocked it. So you had to unlock it, something like that, but they blocked it. And if you remember, because Red Infamy told me about this, I forgot, but when Call of Duty Ghosts came out, you had to use your PlayStation 3 Call of Duty Ghosts disc in order to play the PS4 version or something like that. I forgot. Y'all can look it up. But you was able to use a PS3 disc for Call of Duty in your PS4. Like, yo, man, y'all gotta do y'all research, bro.
Oh my goodness. Oh God. Trust me, bro. I already know. Trust me. I already know, man. And sometimes when you put certain, just like when you put that information out there about the backwards compatibility in January, everybody was like, oh yeah, oh, he don't know what he talking about. Oh, Mark Cerny, this and that. Everybody already assumed that, you know what I mean, you didn't know what you were talking about, and that's not valid because the PS5.
Yo, Marlon, you know what's so funny?
Yeah.
Everybody, let me tell you what else everybody thought. Everybody thought only 100 games was going to be backwards compatible with PS4 or with PS5. And then the very next day, PlayStation comes out with an update saying, no, the overwhelming majority of all the PS4 titles, the 4,000 plus titles, will run on PlayStation 5. It's just that there's certain ones that's being tested in the PS5 native mode. So it can run and get boosted stuff. Just like how you got a boost option on your PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Same thing, just made better.
Just made better. Wow. Just like that.
Come on, baby. And what's so funny is if you turn on boost mode on your PS4 Pro and you play like an older game, certain games perform better when you got it on.
When you got
just naturally, it performs better.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Wow.
That's like a little minor version of what you're gonna. And what people got to understand is that when y'all saw that backwards compatibility slide, right?
Yeah.
So now you already know that PS4 games play on PS4 Pro, no problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you saw the backwards compatibility slide on the PS5, right? Yeah. PS5, PS4 Pro, and PS4. Yeah. Now, what would be the need? Now, think about it. What would be the need of a PS4 slide when the PS4 Pro already runs PS4 games? Like, why would you even need a PS4 slide? You wouldn't need it because the PS4 Pro runs all the PlayStation 4 games anyway.
Yeah.
So why would you need it there? Here's why you need it there. See, the PS4 Pro and the PS4 are two completely different systems. Period. in terms of the way they operate. PS4 Pro is a 4.6 teraflop machine with better memory and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
It's a different machine.
Yeah.
PS4, the regular PS4, is a different machine. So the reason why they baked it in there like that, and what did Mark Cerny say? The reason why we did this is because when backwards compatibility is in, it's in. Nothing changes if you got to do a cost down. Because the reason why they had to make changes to the PS3 backwards compatibility, because one, it was too expensive, but when they made other versions of it and stuff like that, they had to do the same thing over and over again, which will always keep it expensive. So how you gonna bring your cost down when you got certain parts in your system that will always keep it expensive? So they would have lost the generation completely if they didn't remove the PS2 and PS1 from the machines. So they had to sacrifice it because they will always keep it expensive.
Wow.
That was the problem. You know what I'm saying? That was the problem. So now with PS5, the reason why you have a PS4 mode is because the games that's like PS4 Pro Enhanced, that's its own system. The PS4 Pro is its own system. The reason why you don't have to do that with the PS3, because the PS3 never had a PS3 Pro. You know what I'm saying? It was always the same technology. And what did the original PS3 do? It played PS2 and PS1 titles. So all you gotta do is add the PS3 Legacy mode so it can run everything. Because the system never changed in terms of what it was, what the technology was. There was never a mid-tier upgrade to a PS3. It was always the same. So that's the only thing that has to be announced, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And this is another thing too, and I'm glad you actually went in depth with that. Now they're asking about PSVR 2.
What are they saying? I'm about to say, all right, PSVR 2. I don't know much about PSVR 2 at all. The only thing I would say is that it's supposed to be bumped up. So I think about like 240 hertz, so it's 120 in each eye, or something like that. I believe for a smoother experience, and also the Tempest audio, that sound is, you really gonna get the sense of that in PSVR 2, and also from a graphical standpoint, with the way they designed it, it's going to look like probably even crazier than like the HTC Vive or the other VR on the market. So
is it going to be wireless?
It's definitely going to be incredible. Is it going to be wireless? Yes, I heard that it was going to be wireless. I heard that it's going to be wireless as well.
Oh God, yes, most definitely.
I'm like 95% sure it's wireless. That's from what I heard. And the reason why is because the controllers. What about to say the controllers, like the way they're designed, is supposed to be like some sort of certain lights or whatever that's on the VR headset and with the controllers, so you don't need to plug it into anything. It's something along those lines, but I don't know too much about VR2. I don't know too much. That's all I could honestly really say.
Okay, and what about Crash Bandicoot? Because we heard something about Crash Bandicoot. Not trilogy, but a new Crash Bandicoot for PS5 only.
Yeah, I don't know.
Heard about that?
I have no clue. I heard about it, but I don't know nothing about that. I have no clue. I can't help in any situation on that one.
Okay, and what about RDNA 3? There was supposedly some talk. Yeah, please talk about that.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard about that. That's another thing. I have no clue on the RDNA 3 thing in terms of it. RDNA 3 features being in PlayStation 5. I have no clue about that at all. I think that RDNA 2 is great from what we saw, and that's it. RDNA 3, like I have no clue on any of that. What I would say is my man Moore's Law is Dead, his channel. That's a good channel to check out some stuff if you want to know a lot about RDNA 3 as well as Red Gaming Tech. and this other dude named NX. Like, they got some good coverage on that. You probably find out better stuff over there.
Gotcha. And just to kind of tie everything together, so from a pre-order standpoint, I think the talk is, and then I'm gonna ask you about something that just popped up as well. From a pre-order standpoint, now from what I'm hearing is that everything is going to be limited because of what's going on, and they're only going to have like way less units than they had with PS4. So and then I heard the whole thing with Jim Ryan saying that they want everything to be simultaneous worldwide. So all right, is there anything pre-order wise that you can share with us, like with the PS5 or the Series X, like pre-order wise? You think that everything's going to be really tight like that, to where
everything is going to be tight? Listen, I'm telling everybody, make sure y'all watch every event. I'm serious. And then also sign up to everything. GameStop, Best Buy, Amazon, like those notifications.
Yeah.
Sign up to all of them. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be extremely hard to get. Extremely hard to get.
Oh my God.
Listen, one thing I can tell y'all is that when it comes to video games, it don't matter if it's a recession or a pandemic. People find money.
It's true.
To get their games.
Yes.
So I'm telling you right now, me personally, you know, as a journalist, I'm most likely gonna have it, like you know, like before it come out. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm buying it, and listen. The moment I get the page up to pre-order, I'm not even putting $5 down. Right? You say like I'm buying it. Like I'll pay it off. This is a state of emergency. Right? State of emergency. You gotta be on your game, son. I don't care what it is, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this generation, cause see, here's the problem. There's so much stuff that y'all haven't seen yet, and there's so much stuff that like I don't even know about. Like, there's so much stuff that's like not said.
Yeah.
That if y'all this excited right now, forget about it. Like, there's nothing. Forget about it, man. Like, cause there's other stuff I want to say, but I can't say it, but I'm telling you, kid. I'm telling you, this generation is crazy, son. Yo, there's so much other stuff that, like, if I could say it, yo, somebody would jump through the chat and punch you in the face out of love. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so much happening in this gen, son.
Oh my God.
Oh, so yeah, man, get ready, son. Get ready, son. They ain't ready, man. They ain't ready, son. I'm telling you. It's gonna be on, son. Get ready, son.
Mercy. Now, here's this what I wanted to share with you. I want you to speak on this. So there's a big article that just went up, and you know, anything with GTA 6 is gonna be stupid. So listen to this. This is on Gadgets 360, son. GTA 6 to be a PS5 exclusive. This keep popping up again. Sony reportedly in talks to buy Rockstar Games parent company Take-Two. Now, where Sony gonna find that type of money from to buy Take-Two? Please speak on that. I don't know, man.
Okay. Alright. So here's the deal.
Please speak on that.
So
I don't know how they gonna do that.
This now this is something that I'm paying attention to clearly. I'm paying attention to closely as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
So with Take-Two, doing great. Everything is amazing. Like they're huge. You know what I'm saying? Now there was a issue.
Yeah.
I think that happened in 2013. I could be wrong in terms of the year. But there was an issue that happened where I think they was looking for somebody to acquire them, or like there was something that happened where they was about to be acquired. it's the same thing that happened to Ubisoft too, because Ubisoft was almost acquired by somebody as well.
Oh.
And I think it was similar. I think it was similar situations, but they was able to fight it off and remain, you know, independent and stuff like that. So I said that to say this: with Take-Two, I doubt that they get picked up by Sony or anyone. But when it comes to Take-Two, like, I'm not surprised at why this stuff keep coming up. And the reason why I say I'm not surprised about this stuff keep coming up is because Take-Two, the type of company they are in a position to be. All right, so I'll give you an example. Remember when Blu-ray and HD DVD was battling?
Yeah.
And literally, I think it was Disney. When Disney announced that they was going to be on the Blu-ray side, the war was over. Because they was too big for anybody to compete against. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And Blu-ray is here to stay. Obviously, HD DVD died. With Take-Two, some of the things that I'm hearing that they want to do outside of just games and outside of just this, blah, 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 is if they did get acquired, it could mean more for them as a company in terms of going wide, being more widespread as a whole entertainment umbrella, as opposed to just, you know, we're the interactive company with this and that. So I think the reason why this keeps popping up is because Take-Two is possibly looking for the right parent company that can bring their business to a more widespread field of entertainment overall. And in doing things like that, you're going to need even more money. So I'll give you an example of what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Look at if you look at the Warriors, you know, that's on Rockstar.
Fire.
Yeah. They was talking about a Warriors remake of the movie, and I also heard that they were supposed to be remaking the Warriors game. I did hear that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, when it comes to music, film, and, like, you know, all these other things, Sony is, come on, you know what I'm saying? Sony, like, there's so many. I think that's why that keeps popping up. It's not that Take-Two is in trouble or they're in bankruptcy or anything like that. I don't believe it's anything like that. I think that it's a conscious decision of their growth, and in order to do these things, they may need a parent company to come in with an acquisition proposal. And companies do it all the time. Like, for a long time, Insomniac was like, yo, independent. I want to be independent. But eventually, they got acquired. And now, how ironic is it that Insomniac is making Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's crazy.
After the acquisition of who?
Sony.
And what has and Insomniac's biggest game ever in terms of sales came from what? Spider-Man. So the point I'm trying to say is there's certain reasons why companies get acquired, and with what Take-Two wants to do, the properties that they got, you know what I'm saying? Everything could be even more valuable beyond gaming, but in order to find another division that got the budget and the money to reinvest all that other stuff to do other things, an acquisition may be wise, and Sony would be the perfect one to do it. So that's why I believe that conversation keeps popping up. But me personally, I don't know if that's actually going to happen. So hopefully I brought some clarity to y'all, you know, for that.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. I mean, because, well, do you also think about GTA 6, though? Do you think that's going to be an exclusive? Like, no. I mean, time exclusive at least? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, that joint coming out day with everybody. I don't see that happening at all. No. I'm telling you right now, if that happened, I would be extremely surprised. Like, they do something like that, yo, anything can happen. Like, that's too big of a deal. They do that, that's almost cheating. That's like 2 Michael Jordans. Like, I don't see it.
Yeah, that's the same thing I was saying too. I just don't see that happening at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, why be tied down to one console when you can spread out? You know what I'm saying? And sell more. You know what I'm saying? On that's why GTA 5 was so successful. I mean, it was on, you know, PS3, 360, and then they put it on Xbox One and PS4, and that's why it sold the way it did. So I don't think, why tie down yourself exclusively when you can just sell more units? You know what I'm saying? When you're on multiple systems. But that's what I'm expecting and everything like that. Well, you're gonna have that interview up when you said, well, no, not the interview, but the video about that reveal thing next week, right?
Yeah, next week I'm up. I gotta do it a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do it a certain way. So more than likely next week.
More likely next week. All right, most definitely. Yeah, because I want us to, when you drop that, we got to speak on that. So yeah, because you know people they're gonna want some clarification. So when you drop that and everything like that, just let me. I'll reach out once you drop that information and you're ready to talk, and then we can kind of break that thing down. But man, I think we got all the questions and everything like that so far. You guys have anything else before hip hop goes? Any other questions? Hello, Marlon. Any news on Square Enix? Will they announce something? It says, I want to hear what hip hop thinks. Oh yeah, did you hear about that whole Square Enix situation? Square?
Wait, what happened with Square? What I missed?
Supposedly, they're not gonna have anything to show this year. So
yeah. I heard that. Yeah.
So they said they want your opinion on that.
Oh well, I mean, honestly, you know, it's kind of like Sony not coming to E3 for the past couple of years. When Sean Layden was still there, Sean Layden was like, "Look, it'll be wrong for us to show up, and we don't have that much to show because." You know, we got other things that we're working on because there's a new console generation starting. So we're gonna wait, get everything ready that we need to get ready, and then we see you next. Like, so it's, to me, I think with Square, I don't think they have anything to show right now. Like,
yeah, same thing with Bethesda.
You gotta understand. Like these, see, it's not like Ubisoft, who has 1 million franchises. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's different. They always got something to show because they're in a position to always create because they make so much money. Like, I'm not sure if y'all understand, but Ubisoft has top 10 games every single year. Yeah. Every single year, they got games in the top 10 every single year. And you gotta understand, Ubisoft, they have a film division, they got books, Ubisoft is huge, man. They do a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about. You gotta like research these companies, man. You gotta understand what they're really doing. So, Square Enix, you know, when you talk about franchises, you got Hitman, you know, you got Tomb Raider, you know, you got the Marvel Avengers and stuff like that. They got games, but think about it. It's like, do you really, you know, in this day and age, digitally, you know, they could do their own showcase by showcasing the game like how they did with Ghost of Tsushima with State of Play. They just showed off one game and did some gameplay, and that was dope. They could do something like that. I don't know why they wouldn't. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they don't have enough for a showcase. Like, you know, so, and I guess that's probably why they didn't do something. Or they could potentially have a deal on the table where their game is going to be showed with somebody else, and because it's a marketing deal or potentially an exclusive deal, they're going to let that platform show it off. Because it's kind of like what Microsoft did with Tomb Raider. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Microsoft had that year exclusive deal with Tomb Raider. I think the only other reason outside of what I just took that can be something interesting, but I haven't heard anything like, you know, like you know, like behind the scenes
or anything like that. Release date. You know, Sony slipped up with that job listing and put out something saying October, and then they quickly said it wasn't there. And yeah, I don't think so. So they're asking ask if the PS5 will release on November 20th, and I'm going to explain why that November 20th is popping up, or October. Now, the October thing was from a job listing, and they said that, yeah, because they did mention PS5 with October. And then the Dirt 5 situation, they were sending out emails and such saying that, you know, in October, you'll be able to do Dirt 5 on PS4 and PS5. And then recently, I covered, it was like a rumor or something like that, saying that the DualSense, this is from a credible online retailer apparently, and they're saying that the DualSense is going to be selling for $59, and it's coming out in November, I think November 20th or something like that. So which as far as release date, which one of those you think is more realistic, or do you have any type of prediction on the release date for the PS5?
Well, me personally, I think initially,
yeah,
they probably wanted it to be October. And the only reason why I say that is this. So, if you remember, the PS2 came out October 26, 2000. So it will be exactly 20 years from then to now, if you know, they came out around that time, like, you know, in October and stuff like that, as an anniversary type of thing to celebrate. And also, that's been the messaging, like this whole time. This is the whole 25 years of play,
yeah,
and stuff like that. That's supposed to be a year-round celebration, at least that, like, from certain marketing materials I was aware of. That was supposed to be a whole thing. Like, for example, when that dude PS Erebus put out that tweet, and this is even before I put out my video on the backwards compatibility. Yeah. But he put out a saying, don't dispose of your PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4 games. PS5, holiday 2020, 25 years of play. And then that also relates to Patrick Kleptic about a lot of the PlayStation 5 being not just about the future, but also about the past, to bring everything together. And then back to Ubisoft with Eve saying, you know, this is going to be something new that you see in the industry, where old previous consoles can be preserved in the new generation. So it's like all of these things is lining up to be this big celebration of PlayStation. So it's not like, think about it. Think about the forming of PlayStation Studio. Just think about that for a second.
Yeah,
PlayStation Studios, like everything as one, like throughout everything. Like think about everything that they're doing. When it came to the logo, they kept it consistent and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what it is. It's, you know, that. And then they trademarked PS6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, just to lock all that stuff in, right? Then they got the PlayStation Studios make sure everybody knows that when you see this, it's PlayStation. Everything all in one. We move as a unit. Remember, they got rid of their divisions. Sean Layden's not there. Shuhei moved to a different position. Herman Helse is there, and they all move together now. Like, there's nothing separate. So it's like this whole alignment from the front office to the game development, everything is all about in one. And if you remember, back in 2013, at the PlayStation 4 reveal, my man David Perry, who's a good friend of mine, that's my guy, what did he say? He said that Sony has already invested and greenlit this project to make sure that PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 games can all be ubiquitous on one platform.
Wow.
Going forward. You know what I'm saying? It's like people like, yo, listen, it's a whole thing. So to me, I feel like the October date was the initial date that they probably wanted, but because of everything that's going on and everything, it's a possibility that November is the new date. You know, around Thanksgiving time. So I could see that. And then also, they probably going to do it like that because that's right close to Black Friday. So, you know, I think that would be the way they'll go about it, because then if it's Black Friday, it's easier to get a TV.
Yeah,
you know, real talk. You know, so it's a lot of things. So it's a lot of things that's happening. And the thing is, even though a lot of people not working, they still getting money from the government. Like those checks is coming in.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, they don't have to pay for things right away like they did, because you can't get evicted, and they're not gonna cut your lights off because you can't do a lot of things. You know, things is crazy right now.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make, is even in a recession, gaming finds a way to dominate, and they will dominate again. And I think it's gonna be November. Honestly, I think November is a more realistic date, just given the fact that they had to make adjustments. Because remember, and even Phil Spencer said this: game development is going smooth right now, but next year it's going to be some issues, because there's a lot of games that got mocap where you have to be there in person. You know what I mean? And just getting certain places is going to take a lot, and then, you know, going back and forth.
Yeah.
So now what's probably going to happen is companies right now is probably renting out spaces to develop some, not no new studio, but they probably renting out places to recreate certain things so that they can have, you know, other means to get the games done. So it's a lot of stuff going on right now.
What do you think about the price though for the DualSense? They said the online retailer said $59, and I know because with all the technology that's built into that controller, and then I know the last time we talked, you said something about well, you said the stylus was kind of far-fetched, but you said about a touch screen, like you can flip up that touchpad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you think $59 is reasonable? For what you're getting? If they do that at $59.99, then they must got an incredible deal with the warehouse and the wholesale, or somebody's being held for ransom, right? Like, because I don't see that controller being $59.99 with all the technology in that joint. I think I'm $69, it's $99, $74. I don't see that controller does a lot, man. I don't know. I don't know. I can't see that. That's what I was saying. Like $59. Yeah. Shoot.
If it is $59, I'm beyond impressed. Thank you. I'll get 4 of them.
You get 4 of them, right?
I'll get 4 of them right off that.
Oh my God! Yeah, off the rip. So, what I was gonna say again. So as far as like the touch, can you confirm the touch screen, or do you think?
Oh no! I can't confirm. I wish I could. I can't confirm the touch screen. Okay. I'm like 90. I'm like in the 90th percentile though that is actually happening, because there's like, if you look at the controller, it looked like it's up a little bit when it comes to that touchpad thing. It looked like it's a little up, and I know that there's a patent about either an add-on screen that you can do, or something along those lines. So if it's not the controller itself, there's supposed to be something that will allow you to have some sort of functionality on that controller where you can see something. You know what I mean? That's what, I was hearing. It's not something that I can confirm, but the reason why I reported on it is because there's some powerful claims that back it up, and a lot of people wasn't talking about it. And when we saw the controller and I saw that ridge, it looked like it's something else there. And keep in mind, we haven't seen the controller in motion. We just seen a picture. There's a lot of stuff with this controller that's probably going on that we have no knowledge about. What's going on, Jay?
You're acting scary.
What? Oh my nephew, man. Man, we good though.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, where they can find you at, man? Where they can find you?
You going there? Wait, say it again?
Yeah. Where they can find. Oh, wait. PlayStation Portable. Anything on PlayStation Portable? Do you think that because I know you touched up on that in one of your videos about remote play and being able to have remote play everywhere, like on your phone, tablet, everywhere.
Yeah. That. Yeah. Well, just remote play, yeah, like on your phone and stuff like that, yeah. Like, I mean, you can do that now, like what I'm saying. So it's definitely gonna be enhanced though for PS5. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing about PlayStation 5 that they're working on is their online infrastructure, because you gotta understand they still gotta be able to compete with those NVIDIA Shields and GeForce Nows and Project X Clouds, and they still gotta compete in those areas as well. So they're working on that. You know what I mean? There's still a lot of work they gotta do, but they're working on that as well. And PS Now is gonna be. Here's what I'll say: PS Now is gonna be a lot more important this generation than it was, this last one that we're on.
So no more PlayStation Portable, right? No more PlayStation Portable?
No, nah. No PSPs, no PS Vitas, none of that. I ain't getting nothing about that. I highly doubt that. Not gonna happen.
Okay, all right. So where they can find you at, man? Let them know where they can find you at, and we're gonna have you on next week. So get ready for that, so we can talk about that information about that stuff. So we're gonna have you on next week, man. So where they can find you at, man, and what you got going on? Let them know what you got going on, man, so they can get engraved in the joint.
So first off, like, Google me and type in Hiphopgamer, and everything will pop up. You know what I'm saying? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything will pop up. Everything is Hiphopgamer across the board. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the best way to find me. And also check me out on Hot 97. And check me out on Logitech G. I got tons of content on those platforms as well. And another thing, I'm always working with the kids doing this gaming and guidance project that I created, and we got the digital version now, and we had like some real powerful, tough conversations. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people going through some tough stuff right now. You got kids that's in abusive homes that they got to stay there. They have no outlet because we in this pandemic. There's just a lot of bad things going on. So we just trying to help them, get them involved with gaming and change things. So I just just check gaming and guidance out as well, because that's like a passion project for me. And I just hope y'all can check that out, gaming and guidance. And then other than that, that's it, man. Still want to know Hiphopgamer, Def Jam Beckett, NBA 2K Lean, Logitech G, my boy Marlon on your Hot 97 every day. That's my word. Much love to the chat. You know how I go down.
Hey, man. Most love, man. And give my love to Brad and all that, man. And we'll have you on here next week for sure, man.
All right, go. Talk to you later.
All right, peace. You too. Peace. All right, guys. So that wraps up the show. Guys. I told you guys that I was going to have hip hop on here, and I try to get as many questions answered as much as I possibly could. So really do appreciate you guys tuning in. I think we break over almost 400 congruent viewers. So thank you guys so much for that. And I saw the stuff on Resistance. I definitely saw that. So yeah, we'll see, because I'm hearing that a Resistance trailer is coming in June. We'll see. That's a game that I really want to see and stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy the show. He's gonna, I guess, put out something I believe next week related to PS5, I believe. So we'll see. And it's gonna blow everybody away apparently. And I can't wait. I literally cannot wait on that. So I'm gonna have him on the show next week, so he can actually clarify some things here and there on that front. So I'm definitely excited, guys, on what's going to be happening and everything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed all the information on the Series X, on some stuff with Nintendo, and of course on the PlayStation 5. So seriously though, man, it's been a run, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the expansive show. I was supposed to be on the RGT podcast, but I'm kind of hungry right now, so I'm gonna get me some food, chill for a minute and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and message Ryan, but greatness awaits, guys. Love you guys so much. Hopefully you guys are digging the new format. Shout outs to Big Cloud Gaming for actually designing this for the show specifically. Make sure you guys go check out his podcast. He's actually live right now. Big Cloud Gaming. Stay tuned. Next gen is gonna be lit. Let's get it. Gang, we out of here. Peace.